Greetings everyone and welcome back to Medieval Dynasty with me, Kemsin and Guardian. We are resuming on from where we have left off. And as I was actually going to be explaining, I'm going to be actually just quickly try to melt every material as well. It's morning and we decide to actually live through this day a little bit. And then skip to the season. Should be all good. Definitely be skipping these materials here. But this I will be able to also unlock the mine, because I really want to. Because afterwards, we can then make more fields. I think... How many different types of vegetables are there in this game? Because depend on that, I think what we should do then, right? Is like maybe create a field 10 out of 10 for every vegetable maybe. How does that sound? Guardian? Guardian?
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, I am. I hear you now. Guardian? Und? Chat! Romarini, Soul Collector! Am I alone or something? No, I'm just gonna steal this up from him. I think he's lagging out or something, or his mic is screwed up, maybe. Possible. Hear you, okay, good. Yeah, I think it's just him right now going through bad thingy here. Oh shit. But, here we are. Yeah, I think we should just create then some field from 10 out of 10 for every vegetable that we can have in the game. And we shall see. Could be cool, because then we will have some nice fields around our city, maybe. Or we shall see. I think he's still trying to fix his mic, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just still smelting all these ores. We're gonna have then quite a lot of them to process through. Yeah, even though, as I was also explaining in the previous video, really, what Erdogan should have done, he shouldn't be such a loudmouth, and he should have not been trying to, be such populist, because populism really bad, because in current situation, especially with the pressure of the leftist side, or central side, and right side as well, he's been under pressure by them as well, due to a lot of reasons, especially with the failure of trying to monetize the inflation, which I can understand, but I think you cannot blame it entirely for him, because again, COVID has screwed up every nation with it. The only nation that is amazingly not been hit by it is Switzerland, actually. They have managed to do it very perfectly. If we look at how much their economy has been hit by inflation, it's very few compared to any other nation. But this is also...
Switzerland staying neutral again.
Yeah, exactly.
We are not participating in COVID.
Yeah. But honestly, if you look at them as well, being a small kingdom, they have also a massive export thing as well. Like, they export such things as well. And they have also such good chains of stuff. For example, watches. I have actually still a Tissot watch, which I also purchased, and it's very good and nice quality as well. So in my opinion, I think every nation should have actually taken an example of them as well, and should have handled the inflation a little bit differently too. But yeah, we shall see. Like, I really think that every nation and every country will definitely need to struggle for some years until the inflation will go away. It's the same thing with Turkey. I really find it sad for them, but also for Netherlands as well. Any country really, but sadly, we're just gonna need to struggle through this for a few years. until we can have some more decent life, especially with how the migration would. And the best ways to deal with this is sadly just close the borders for some time until the housing is fixed. And yeah, I wish the best for the other people. This might sound a bit inhuman, but sadly, necessary times ask for necessary decisions. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of other nations who are screwing up in other areas, so they should be held responsible too. So we shall see.
By the way, the audio was gone for like 5 minutes. I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I know. I know, that's why I was like saying, I'm like, what is going on? Why are you not talking? So yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, at first I described you a detailed strategy about the pigs and everything, and then I was like, oh, Kebzit isn't talking.
Yeah.
There is, I could buy even 2 adult pigs. They are only 675 coins.
Yeah, let's not do that for now, though. We'll wait for now. Or do you really think we should?
I think we should, because they may breed at the end of the season. We may get more pigs.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's go.
And then we'll figure out what to do with all this shit.
Yeah.
At first, it will be very nice for farming XP anyways.
True.
I think it's now one of the best ways to get farming XP is to produce fertilizer.
Yeah. There's another human thing you can do to immigrants. It starts with EXA and ends with the cut. Yeah. Let's not do that, Soul Collector. That's the worst thing you can do, of course, but yeah, you know, there's not much you can do about it. Exactly. You can't do that, my friend. If you want to execute them, it's not a good idea. We want to be friendly as possible. Besides, it's actually a good idea to have migrants, but the problem is, okay, look, this is again another problem why I'm telling you that Europe has failed to, how should I say, manage them, no matter where. They have failed it because they have not been trying to educate them or replenish the workforce, because many of the people in Europe is literally just graying. Like, their birth rate is similar to their death rate, and that's just bad. So that's why they want to have also some, you know, good replenishment. But another problem is also they're not educating them. They should really create some more workforces which are focused on, you know, to, how should I put it kindly, turn them into a workforce which can replace the elderly, for example. And that's what they are also failing at. And that's the problem. And they should just allow anyone with whatever kind of religion background, and they should not be talking about, yeah, okay, Islam is bad, they're enemies towards this and all that. They should just educate them in this kind of department. They should create, you know, use the media to educate them instead of, you know, literally just, how should I say, you know, how do you call it? How should I put this in nicely in English? Call them out. Yeah, there we go. We shouldn't be trying to call them out, for example. So that's just really the problem. So we shall also see, really, in my opinion.
Could you check in our chicken coop in the sack if there's any extra animal food? Because if we have, then we could put that for the pigs. If not, then I have to manage to buy it before the evening.
Let me quickly go and look then. Hold on. I was just still smelting. Yeah, that's just one of all the reasons, as I mentioned, that Europe has failed with managing. Sack. There's only 9 animal feed in there, so you might need to buy more, I think.
I'll try to get there on time.
Sure, take your time. Sure. But yeah, so we'll see. As I said, this is why many of European countries are leaning to the left, because many of the people, for example, here in the Netherlands, Geert Wilders is literally taken over simply because there's many degenerate people who see the blame on the migrant background people as the blame instead of the government, because as I
Yeah,
said, they're also responsible.
the extremes on both sides are quite retarded there, because I have to say it, like both on the right and on the left, when they go into very high extremes, then it's so stupid.
Yeah, it is, it is. Like, you need some stability. This is why democracy is a good way, but you need to have some stability in there too. But the problem is, throughout history, mankind has literally just sucked to keep up
I
the
would say
stability.
I'm very liberal. I'm like 90% left, but I still have issues with some that are too hardcore into it.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. You
Like,
can
for
see me
example,
as a Democrat too, but I'm not a Democrat that is like, in a word, democratic. I'm literally someone who's very democratic in the meaning of it, the purpose of it. But at the same time, I'm also kind of nationalistic, because I see nationalism as a part of being a community in there, and so I'm proud of my community, for example, in Netherlands, but at the same time also despising it, as currently especially on how it's going, because again, not only has Geert Wilders just won and kind of starting to fuck up the country with a lot of more calling out certain groups, be it the Green Party, the LGBT community, be it the migrant background people, the Muslim community. It's just bad, because you're just going to push away many people. You're going to create even more problems. There's going to be more fights going on and all, because this is just going to be calling an action-free reaction. Like, it's logical. So, it's just bad.
Yeah, for example, like extreme right, they would say that don't let in any immigrants in any case, no one, and then the extreme left would be like let in everyone and give them everything they need for free and such. And obviously the balance is somewhere in the middle, because I'm all for letting anyone who wants to travel here, but also everyone who should have the same rules. They shouldn't get the special treatment. If they
I would say this, for example, they may
For
come in
example,
here.
if someone commits the crime, it doesn't matter if it's a local or immigrant, they should all be treated the same.
Exactly. So, that is sadly what is, for example, this is what I have also been speaking in Istanbul, for example. Many of them people there are literally not paying taxes, especially those Syrian people who come there, and it's just very horrible. They should pay taxes. They should get some more payment from them. They're even giving them money. Like, the government is giving them money, but they should start taxing them. And that's just horrible, and they've literally lived freely upon that, and that's just a bad idea. Well, if, like, I can understand them why they're doing this, to curry favors, of course, with, countries in Arabia and all that. But doing that, you're making your people suffer much. And sorry to say this, but you're not gonna have any of those countries really like you just because you do this. You won't. Because those Arabian people are quite nationalistic too, and they don't really care about you. They only care for their own sakes as well, and that's why they're blessed with that oil they have there. They've been able to sell a lot with that and do a lot. But sadly, they have not really managed too much with what they can do with that money. They've managed it in a wrong way by spending it onto making big projects, which, in my opinion, do not seem so good. For example, I don't know if you guys know the company called Romco. That is a good company, and they should definitely pump in more money into there, for example, instead of pumping in monies to make mega projects of big cities. That's just a wrong way of, using money instead. And it's the same thing what Turkey is doing right now. They have been spending so much money in useless kind of things as well. Infrastructure, they done good, but they should be using money in different things. And as I've also mentioned as well, Erdogan, his loudmouth, has caused some of the traders and investors to scare away because of his loud mouth and populistic policy. It's the same thing what Geert Wilders is doing. He has been able to gain a lot of support recently due to him grinding his opinions, which he sees as facts, and many other kind of backward people, in my opinion, that think that everything can be blamed on the migrants, because not everything is their fault. It's not their fault that there's a war in a certain country. It's not their fault that they have been driven away from their fault. And it's again the same thing, that it's not their fault that they have nothing and are coming into a country and be able to take advantage of the laws that has been offered there. It's the fault of the country, it's the fault of the government, it's the fault of, you know, the parliament or whatever you have in your country that is ruling. It's the same thing in, for example, in Scandinavia. For example, there's many people with African backgrounds that they should also try to put more into work, try to put more into getting into their society and working how to live together with each other. That's just also everywhere as well. Same thing here in Netherlands, really. But sadly, some people prefer to just, you know, live their asses off and do nothing and all that. And in my opinion, if you're gonna do that, definitely deport them away.
So, by the way, is there anything else you want to do, or should we go to sleep and to the next
I'm nearly
season?
done. I'm just gonna quickly smelt away the little bit more tin that I have. Turn it into bronze, maybe, if you want to do something else. And then we can save it.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Because I
then
don't
see
have
what-
much more to do. I think I have like only 120 for turning tin, and gonna turn that tin and bronze into copper, and then we're done. I mean copper into bronze and we're done. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And it's the same thing with what I mean with the green parties. You know, they are good. They stand with a certain issue and opinion that they're just getting kind of fucked up. It's true. And there's two things you can do. You can either prevent this, try it, even though I think it's going to be very impossible, especially with the current manner of how things are being handled and how not many nations are willing to cooperate into this. Or you prepare for the upcoming disasters. And that is, I think, what is a better option instead of preventing for it, because it's going to be impossible. And it's the same thing that there should be more researches and all that, and investment done to find some more planets we can inhabit, or be more available to, you know, go and make spaceships or go through dimensions and all that. Who knows? Will
Well,
be
now
cool.
you're talking about my interests exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But no. Yeah, I mean, I know everything bit, but the problem is you cannot talk with anyone, right? Like, it is very difficult to talk about this with anyone, because any time you try to talk about an opinion political, they get in apeshit. It's the same thing, like, many people would say it's something that happens in the Middle East, for example. Like, I've talked with many of those Turkish friends there, and they say that, but I'm like, it's the same thing here. But when you try to talk some sense and listen carefully to each other, share your opinion and have a healthy debate, or a window shop with each other's opinions, it will be far better. Because as I said, in my opinion, I believe that we should have dimensions and all that, and that we as humans should be able to control the elements, etc. Just as we've been able to mutate our existence a little bit further, evolve and all that. And I believe that we will eventually do that further. I don't think I will be able to see that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I think, in my opinion, that they should literally start evolving even more better. And how should I say? Invest more into NASA, etc. Invest more into the things and all that, and not just AI, because truth be told, AI, I don't think it will help us much, because again, it will just create us even more lazier and lazier, and we're all gonna become fat, especially with the way that industry is working with our food. So yeah. And I honestly think that they will eventually do better, but currently we're just gonna go through a lot of disasters.
It really depends. It's also quite useful for a lot of uses. I'm a big fan of it because now when I'm again learning the programming, there are a lot of tasks that I don't have to do manually anymore. The AI can do those for me. And those are usually the things that I always found annoying, like remembering all the syntaxes and everything precisely, like where I have to put brackets or where I have to put commas. That felt very useless information to me to keep in head. And now I can just figure out what's the basic structure, how the code will work, and then AI can help me write it exactly.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, that is also very good and all that, but it's gonna also kind of, yeah, I don't know, gonna make you also get lazy into that. Well, you know, some say it keeps you actually sharper, so yeah. So Collector says there's also a chance that AI can become Skynet. It's possible. If AI will eventually become Skynet and try to help us find some life up there, or a manner to, how should I say, control what we have above there, or see if we can find some more things, because there's still so many questions that has not been answered, not even by Stephen Hawking's or what was the other scientist's name? Damn it, the genius in Oxford, the German dude, what was his name? He's also out of Jewish background. The one with atomic thing knowledge, what was his name? Fuck.
You don't mean Einstein, do you?
Yeah, I do. Einstein, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, even he has so many questions that were unanswered, or there's many people who have also some arguments against his theories and all that, and there's so much stuff and questions that can go through as well. Have you watched the Terminator's movies? Yeah, I have. And there's also a movie where on YouTube, I forgot what it's called, but I watched it, and it literally just talks about the what do you call it? Damn it, in English. I really do not know. I know it in Dutch, but not in English. Not the planet, you know, the planets hang around in the, what is it called? Brain just melted. Brain is not working. It's farting.
Oh, I was getting cold again.
Yeah. I mean, it's night, so it should be colder. In the morning, it's a bit different, I think, in my opinion. It's just kind of not the gravity field. You know, where every planet is hanging around? What is that called?
Right?
So, all the planets are hanging around in the... So the Big Bang gets exploded in the... No, not solar system. No. So the entire system is working in the... Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. Fuck's sake.
I can't even imagine what you're meaning.
Oh my god. My English is horrible at times. I sometimes find myself very difficult to explain. Like, sometimes I'm very...
That's for AI. It's like with any new technology, even for example, atomic energy, you can either drop a bomb
there
on
we go,
something.
Galaxy, finally! Holy shit, why is such a... Yeah.
I was thinking that for a moment, but I didn't think that you'd forget something so basic. So,
oh, come on, it's not basic. Screw you.
I was starting to think like some Kuiper belt or what term are you using?
No, but so...
Yeah, but as I was saying, like even for example, atomic energy, you can either drop a bomb on someone or you can use it for powering power stations. each
True.
new technology has both good and bad uses. And same with AI. If you use AI but you still use your head, you use the combination of the two, then it's a very powerful tool. But if you do
Exactly.
like kids in the school now, who simply ask AI to do their homework, then obviously you're not learning anything.
True.
And that will
Exactly.
be bad in future.
Yeah. True. Exactly.
But for me, for example, if I already know how I would like to write the code, I have the program, and then it just simply helps me avoid stupid mistakes, then I see it as a good thing, because I'm not wasting time on meaningless stuff.
Yeah. I mean, another thing is like, see, my opinion is that everyone should be like, as everyone was also mentioning, like, there's a lot of different opinions about the galaxy as well. I've also seen a nice video that explained throughout the years, because the years that we're going through is very slow compared, I mean, very fast compared to how many years the galaxy is, and there's still dozens of years that the galaxy can survive, but eventually it's in their opinion. Currently, there's still not much knowledge about it, but that's just gonna be eventually just everything dead, no more lights, no more things, nothing everywhere, and everything is just gone. But it's in their theory that they one day, maybe, humans will be able to control certain energies, create them safe ways or something. And they're still not certain about this. And another thing is that they are not still certain if humans can literally just still go through those dimensions. Because again, they are there. The galaxy will end as soon as the sun dies. Not entirely. Well, for us, it will be at the end, probably. But the galaxy will not die entirely by the sun. The galaxy will die after the sun dies. There will still be many explosions, many light thingies going up and all that. And eventually when every light goes off, in short, in, non-academic language, we as humans will definitely be gone, but the dimension will eventually go out, as far as I understood. Maybe I could be mistaken. That we will die out, and the dimension, the galaxy will still have some explosions going on left and right, and we will go, it will go away. But if we can create some different things, control some space energy, etc., which could be possible, because there's many theories and opinions about it, that we one day could go through and live through it. Because again, there's many ways of mutating, etc., so why not create some cosmic energies, whatever. It's something we're already doing with atomic energy, so it's possible that we could do it, and I have full faith in humanity, because from being mere, barbarians, we've turned into silver people.
Yeah.
And now we have a lot of space engineers or whatever.
Maybe we should play space engineers next and build stuff on planets.
Oh no, I'm not gonna play Space Engineer. I don't like that game. It's horrible.
Why
No,
is it hard?
no, it's not. No, I just.
I
I don't know.
haven't had the patience to learn it really.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very complicated. I don't know. I just do not find it very catchy. Like, I'm interested in history, etc. a lot. I love it. I love it. I research a lot of it as much as possible.
That
But
you can dig tunnels just on some planet and totally change the landscape. That's what interested me in that one. So I will
yeah,
have to play it at some point.
yeah, I still have a lot of games to play through. I still will bash your head to still complete Age of Empires to its campaign. You still have to.
By the way, should we just run another winter day since it's almost morning? And
We'll just end the season. I'm just quickly still finishing a little bit more bronze bars here.
I think we then should have skipped the night and rather been up during the day when villagers work. Now we just, but that did the opposite.
Have you been doing nothing?
No, I've been cutting trees.
Okay. I'm still busy, so I don't mind being idle,
Figure out
sleeping.
anything else to do. I wanted to salt the meat, but then it would lose the percentage over the seasons and it would cost less.
Yeah,
So I
that's
will do
true.
that in spring. Then I'll salt the meat.
Sure. Yeah, we shall see. I mean, I think I'm pretty much done as well because I've melted all the iron ores and bronze bars and copper, so we shall see. So I cannot do anything. We have currently a lot more copper compared to tin, so yeah, I'm pretty much done. The only thing that I could do is just start smithing, but I think we should just either sleep through the day or the season, because that's what we can do now.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
I think we should just then go to sleep through the season, maybe.
I'll just try to reach the closest house. I actually think that is my house,
Have
the
you
one
watched
of the...
the Harvesters? Yeah, I have. It was very interesting, and I love that they had a Chagatai Khan, literally Chagatai Khan, as
Oh,
well, a god. Because, the leaders, or whatever, or primals, whatever they called, they're literally considered as gods, which is amazing. And I love that the Chagatai, there was literally Chagatai Khan, and I definitely love him and definitely see him as my primal, as my god, demigod.
by the way, funny, for some reason I cannot sleep in my own double bed with my wife, but I can sleep in other beds in the house. I guess she's angry with me. It's like, you
Possible.
were away for such a long time now, sleep alone.
So what do we do? Sleep or for the night or season?
Season.
Okay, let's try. All right, let's see how things will go. If people leave, it's your fault. Oh no, they've not left.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
if
you
I'm
made it through
not...
the first year. Good. Nice. So now we have to pay taxes. Ooh, nice.
Don't think you can safely drink wine while pregnant.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly get the sickle and see how this will go. So this is taxes now we have to pay, I think. Do we have money even?
Not in a storage, maybe you have some...
No, I have nothing. I'm poor.
Oh, I also have very little, but... wait, I should have more. Why do I have so little?
Okay, I'm curious. How does this sickle work on this thing? Can we gather this stuff?
Yeah, you can. You'll actually get nice farming XP. I usually find it boring to gather manually like this, but if you want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna actually continue doing this. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, if not, then our farming villager will just gather everything. It's no problem.
Nah, it's cool. I love it. I've got already 33. Look at that. Oh, it's all this new.
Oh, I'll carry the heavy stuff to the storage.
Yeah.
Yes,
But yeah, I
you will need
mean...
farming XP because there's a lot of good skills for mounts in a farming skill tree.
Yeah. True that.
Especially you need that whistle skill to call your mount, otherwise it's very annoying that wherever you leave it, it stays there.
True. But yeah, we have been... I mean, this is actually, I think, easy to collect compared to anything else, like wheat and rye. But yeah, Soul Collector. I have watched it, Horus's Rebellion, and aside from, the Juggernaut Khan thingy, it was very instructive, informative, and quite short. And it was very cool. Just saddened how it ended. I would have rather wanted the Horus Rebellion to have won. But yeah. Too bad.
Then I'll actually reassign the farming villager to the pixie for now. And
Sure.
then later in season I'll assign him back again to fertilize fields. Or if anything will be left to do. Well, basically, yeah, obviously they'll have to seed some new seeds and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But for now, while you are gathering, I'll just assign him to something else.
Sure, like there's still the pig farm and chicken farm.
Because mainly we now need a lot more villagers, and that's what I'll start working on.
We still have... Wait, hold on.
We still
We have
room
one
for...
extra man, right?
Mhm.
But he's without a wife, so we should get a wife for him. And After this, I'm gonna quickly make another house. Or should we have more?
Probably even more.
Okay. I'll start collecting soon because I'm kind of halfway done already. It's no problem.
So that farming village will be gathering shit now from the pigs. Best job ever.
Exactly.
I have to check, do I have to give him... Oh wow. Even though there's only one task in the building, I still have to assign it to him.
Yeah, that's fine. How much experience do we have now with farming?
Let's see. 151. And at 250 we can get donkey shelter.
Then we're pretty close. Once we
Now
have the
that we
donkey,
have-
we'll start be able to... How should I
We
say?
could create another field. At least one, maybe even several if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that soon. I'll just first quickly collect this. Because I want to build
I
my
think we
village.
can run this season much longer. There'll be a lot to do during the spring.
Sure. We'll do that. Or maybe we'll have everything done in this season, who knows. It's not like I want to rush through the game like very quickly and all that. But I'm quite interested to see a lot more content. And it's already amazing.
Because I think if we make new fields, then just sowing those fields and fertilizing those fields, that should give enough XP for us to unlock the mounts.
How much experience do we have now then?
Well, farming, as I said, we have 151. Now that you're gathering, let's see if it increased. Oh, it's increasing actually very nicely.
How much?
170 now.
See? I was already wondering because, you know, I've already gotten most of the things already. And it should have given us so much.
This is why I wanted the spring, because without mounts it's so hard to move around.
Yeah.
Mainly move a lot of stuff around. It's not that much faster with donkeys, but you can carry a lot more.
True, true. I'm nearly done. And I've collected more than 403 rye. That's a lot. I should have lost this thing. I'll need to make quickly another sickle. I'll create like bronze again because we have used like 2 pieces of bronze. How much does that bronze thingy cost? Sickle. Oh, I need also 10 logs. Shite. Nondeo.
Now I could salt the meat, I guess, and we'll sell some. That should give us money, maybe even enough to pay the taxes.
Sure. You could also still create some leather things if we do stuff. Yeah. Also, quick question: how many fields do you think we should make, and how many houses? If you can calculate that, I'll calculate and see where I can build and all that.
Well, we could make be 2 more fields like this one. Have to check what's the size of this one. Maybe not as big.
Something like 10 by 10. This is.
So now someone is complaining about what exactly? I'm seeing again some warning. Oh, it's again hunting lodge for some reason. I guess they'll just go back to normal in a few moments.
Okay.
They're
Wait.
saying there's no assignments, but there are. But are they actually hunting anything? Not
I don't
sure.
know.
They have the knives, they have everything. What are they?
There should be because they've created a lot of bronze ones. Unless you didn't allow them.
Yeah, no, they're allowed to do everything.
Wait.
I'll really check. So if we will most likely not be hunting on the first day, so I'll check how much furs we'll have in storage before and after the day. Right
Sure.
now we have 74.
All right.
Actually, I'll take 70 of them and make boots, the shoes,
Yep.
or
New
boots
production
even.
level.
Locked.
New skill. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some workshop and smithing because we want to be upgrading that, and I can do another one which will be faster building stack up there. Right. Well, I'm gonna be finishing up the field, and then back to back.
Oh, there's a lot of meat in storage as well.
Nice. Maybe the storehouse of the thingy hunting lodge is full.
No, that wouldn't be possible because it first of all it stores in the main storage, and then if the main storage runs out, then they start storing in their own chest.
Okay.
Now it went back to normal, so just fine.
I just feel like a farmer right now. Lovely, innit? I'm nearly done also here.
No, as about the thing about universe you were saying, yeah, that's called heat death of the universe, where there'll be still heat, but it will be so spread out that basically universe will be a cold place, cold empty place.
Yeah.
And I watched a very interesting lecture from one of the top physicists right now in the world. His name was Leonard, but I don't remember the surname. That's quite complicated. Can
Yeah.
look it up afterwards, and he explained how even after that heat death, another universe can actually be created. It would just take extremely long time. And he explained the process behind it.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually very small probability, extremely small, for that to happen. But since the time is infinite, if the time just keeps going on, then eventually it will happen. Even a very small chance.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then
believe it will. It's just that again, humanity needs to focus on that, or else
Mhm.
eventually we won't have time. Even though everyone says we have the time, it's just the probably well, no, it's just the thing that people need to focus on because sadly, people are focused too much on different things instead of that. Because there's like so many simple things that are being done problematically. But this is just a very simple thing that we could have right now, for example, talk it out, instruct each other, and help each other out if you just start telling. It's the same thing with parenting. People take parenting less serious because they're like, okay, I have to do a lot of effort and all that, even though it's quite something that you should take your time with. And they're very stressed out about it, and I certainly can understand it. But if you just take things step by step, everything will be fine. Because that's just what people do not understand, in my opinion. But I've put all the rye in the resource storage, so the warehouse. I've had like 561, so it should be a lot and enough. And now, I think you want me to create some fields and houses. But the question is, how much? I'm also gonna create some bronzos, which we can. Just gonna take 10 logs so that people can try to work on that too.
You can create quite a lot out, but I would say reasonably what we could work on would be 2 more fields like this one right now, and then later when we have a lot of villages, obviously we can assign them to work on the fields, then we can cover pretty much any amount. But
Yeah,
right now
well,
with our resources, I would say 2 more fields like this, because we do want the farming XP to be reasonable about it.
okay. Well, the farm is 95 by 95, it says, so it should be around 10 by 10, like 9.5, let's say that. Because if you look at it, how many fields there are, it just says that. So I'm gonna quickly create 10 more bronze hose, right? Put it in the warehouse so that our people can use it while they're gonna, clean up the field that I've just gathered from.
We'll soon unlock the better boots at the tailoring station, so that they'll. I think we already have them ourselves. No, actually, I'm wearing the shoes still. For me, it will an upgrade. But what's good about them? They are 370 coins each, the base price.
Yeah, that's good.
And
So
in my
collector
save where
already.
in my save where I reach the maximum perk in diplomacy for the prices, I can actually sell them for almost 300.
Nice. Nice. That's very good. And so collector, to answer your question shortly, I actually am quite the chaos guy. Let's say I'm neutral chaos on my like lawful chaos. Let's say that. So I'm that type of guy. So I like it. And just as I said, you might have got the hint to. I loved the faction of, for example, the Kurgans, and they're quite chaotic humans. So that's why I prefer and love the faction of Chaos Marines. Like, I would have enjoyed it. So yeah, that's why I would have wanted and loved them to win this battle. So yeah, we shall see. Either way, I'm gonna then create some farms, Guardian.
Sure.
Actually, wait, let's just quickly call this a day over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like button on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel if you're new and you support it. Do you want to recommend something we're going to together? That's possible as well. Just write down in the comments box below. Or join my Discord server so we can have a chit chat about it. Till then, I shall see you guys laters.